You know, for years, Bible critics have doubted the existence of Moses, some even going so far as to deny his existence. Check this out.
Why don't the Egyptians record Moses?
Record Moses.
I mean, yeah, I think you touched on this. Like,
Yeah.
they don't really talk about people who are adversaries. And
Right. That's part of it, but there is a figure in Egyptian history known as Senmoot. Senmoot, which means mother's brother. I know it's an odd name. We talked about this at one point in here. When you go to Hatshepsut Temple, which is not far from the Valley of the Kings, this temple, if you walk this way, right over here, down a hill, is Senmoot's tomb. And Senmoot, some are saying now, was Moses. And there's an article on the Armstrong Institute website called "Is This Moses?" Senmoot, is this Moses? And he makes a case that the figure in Egyptian history known as Senmoot is Moses. All right. Now, what does Moses means? I think out of the water, something like that. You know, when Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego went to Babylon, what did they do? They gave them a new name, right? They're discipling them into their new worldview, their new religion. So Moses was given a different name as an Egyptian official, if this theory is true. And when you read about it, I mean, it's 95% of the way there. There's some unanswered questions, but it really seems, because the tomb is never used. It's abandoned. Gee, I wonder why. Because after Moses left Egypt and then came back to bring his people out of the land, obviously he never went back after that. Where's he buried? He's buried on Mount Nebo, which is present-day Jordan. He doesn't even go into the promised land. So his tomb isn't used. So Senmoot could be Moses.
Well, like the man said many years ago, very interesting. And if you're interested in learning more about God's Word, subscribe to the channel, like these videos, comment on these videos, invite others to join in by sharing these videos, help the algorithms, help the channel if you really like them, and give them a thumbs